My biggest advice is dive in, take art classes and try a range of them because creative abilities transfer so easily into other things, from the arts to the sciences to the social sciences.
We look at visual art, we look at film, we read literature. We do it in a number of ways, for pleasure, for the enjoyment of looking at these pieces, for cultural critique, thinking about representation, who's making art, what it means, how it circulates in society. We also think about it as an aesthetic experience. What is the craft? How do these things get made? If you like to read, if you like to look at art, think about art, if films, this major is for you.
In the arts, there are so many different paths, especially in contemporary practice, that you can go, so many different voices you can listen to that can guide you. So I think it's critically important that you learn to listen to your own inner voice about what's important to you, what directions are important, what do you want to do with your art, and then find ways of making those work for you.
I would say it all comes back to having an open, curious mind. Reading and thinking about art and thinking about the history of art, visual culture, is about inquiry. It's about learning how to look. It's about learning how to listen. It's about learning how to discuss and learning how to think.
So the Media and Communication Studies major is a dynamic combination of social theory, critical analysis, and media production for those who want to be critical thinkers and effective communicators in the digital age. Our courses include media production workshops, classroom seminars, and community-based projects.
Welcome back to U-Wave Radio, your voice, your vibe. This is Cass.
And this is Kat.
And we are listening to My Boyfriend's Library.
The useful skills going into the arts, one is just the ability to embrace curiosity, to remain curious. That is really critical to creativity. That it's stagnation, I think, is one of the biggest enemies to creativity.
Coming with an open mind, ready for inquiry, with curiosity, and then thinking about interpretation. This idea of taking what we see and making meaning out of it, of making connections between disparate things. It's for creative thinking that is also critical.
So cultural literature and the arts looks at the creative practice through which culture is made, critiqued, and interpreted. These are valuable skills that enable students to transfer them to other intellectual, artistic, and professional pursuits. It basically refers to the web, news, writing, literature, film, graffiti, performance arts, sculpture, painting, etc.
I think the most important thing in the arts is that you're exploring a lot of things other than the arts. That the arts are, in the end, a tool that we use for expressing ideas. So the ideas have to be strong. What are you passionate about? What ideas are you bringing to the art?
The interdisciplinary arts major is the art degree at the University of Washington, Bothell, with courses in visual art, media and sound, creative writing, and performing arts. What makes this degree special is its interdisciplinarity, providing a range of creative experiences for students across different media and forms.
Become comfortable working on open-ended, ambiguous problems, because in the arts really there are no predetermined outcomes, so you have to find comfort, or at least abilities to navigate that. And it's one of the skills I think that is the most beneficial and the most transferable to the rest of your life, is that ability to really think critically and remain open to possibilities for how things might turn out.
Students who are prepared with a humanities degree are ready for all kinds of jobs. The most underrated skill that comes out of this major is definitely writing and communication. You will be able to take a difficult concept, write it in a clear way, and communicate it to wide and diverse audiences at the end of this major. And that's a hugely in-demand skill.
And in contemporary practice, I'm a firm believer that you can, if you're persistent and you're dedicated, you can make any direction work for you. It just takes perseverance and hard work. People who come into this field with drive and dedication are the ones that succeed. That so often I see people with a little leg up in terms of natural ability in something become quickly surpassed by those with drive. That really the drive and dedication are what make the difference in success in the field.